evening, my friends, and welcome to an evening shave with Shaving with Rich. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm a little off schedule, so I'm gonna do. I shaved yesterday, but I'm gonna have to shave tonight so that I'm at least presentable tomorrow. Tonight's shave is brought to you by Fine Orange Dirt with matching soap. I'll be using a Sterling Kong brush. I've got my silver blue now on my Aristocrat, and tonight I'm for the first time trying out building lathers using a squirt bottle like Dagwood Z. Josh is kind of amazing at building lathers with that, and I think maybe I've been having some problems because of the problems lacking in control of how much water I add. And I think adding water in a predictable manner can't do anything but help. I do have a little bit of bloom water in here, and that's enough to start. I got a really cool spray bottle. This is a garden spritzer. I don't know how good that's going to work, but we'll find out. Our reasoning behind that was it was that or a huge spray bottle that used to have Windex in it, or something from the garden center that would have bug spray. And now the spritzer, I think, puts out a little bit more than what Josh's does, so I just have to use less squirts. In addition, I've added a little bit of glycerin and vinegar to this water to counteract the hardness of my water. It seems to do a pretty good job of knocking the soap scum off. So maybe it'll help with the lathering a little bit. I don't know. It's supposed to help with super lathering. I didn't know how much glycerin to put in, so I just put some in. Now I got a pretty decent lather, and there's a pretty good amount. I thought there would be more. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to the puck a little bit and put a little bit more product in, and we'll see how that goes. Because I don't have a whole lot of whisker, this being 36 hours probably since my last shave, I probably won't have huge amounts of hair growth. And I'm noting the spray pattern of the of this garden spritzer. My mother used to have one like this for her African violets, so it does kind of hose out a bunch. So probably one spritz of this would be maybe two of the Josh sprayer. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just have to experiment and see how this goes. So far, it does a pretty good amount. Another reason I got the smaller one is that it looks nicer than a big Windex bottle or handheld you mix it up sprayer. So I'm less likely to get rebuked by the wifey in it. This is not going to be hot lather or warm lather, because obviously the sprayer is given room temperature. So this will help with my transition to cold water shaves. I've got the silver blue now in Aristocrat, just to keep trying in different platforms. Probably will go back to the Game Changer after this. Aristocrat feels roughly the same as the Game Changer as far as blade feel. Aggression. Overall control. It's a little bit narrower this way, which is, if anything, was my gripe with the Game Changer, is it does have kind of a bulky head. And it is a razor I like very much. Will be able to get a pretty good shave with it. I could probably do this thing blindfolded, which I imagine is one of the challenges coming up. I'm not sure if I want to do a challenge a week, but I did do a left-handed shave already. 3 blades, or 3 soaps, and El Cheapo razor blade. I do want to revisit the Assured razor with a nice blade and see how that does. My reckoning is it won't be bad, other than having a lot of audible until the doors fall off. So that's pretty good. As far as having the glycerin in the water, it seemed to kill the... I don't remember fine having making a lot of tall lather. But it does have a lot of slickness and a lot of residual. Maybe just a little bit more glycerin might be interesting to try, but this is how I'm going to start out. Given how much I like my menthols, might be an interesting spray to work in a little culotta or something. And see how that, I can add a little chill to any soap I want. Of course, that would mean I'd have to have multiple spritzers. Idea is not without merit. I just thought of something. This afternoon, my Oz brush came in, and I probably ought to be using that to show it off, as soon as it shows up. But I think I'm gonna wait. We got tomorrow and then Tuesday, and I'll probably use it Tuesday. Give me a chance to clean it real good. Use and that's right here, the CB Lindsay brush and stone cleaner. Let me run my dye over here, because this is the 5th use on this blade. I know some of you guys are using D&D dye, so I went and got percentile dye so that I have 1 through 0 or 0 through 9 on one die, and then if I go into more than that, I can always dial up the tens digit and go 0 through 9 again. I doubt if I'll ever go 100 shaves on a blade. Unless it involves honing in between, and that would only be with my straights, which is something that I really need to pay more time with. After all, they are what kind of brought me into this hobby. I haven't broken the stones out. I got a lot of freshening to do. I was in touch with a razor rock guy. They have stopped production on the .68 plate for the Game Changer, but he thought perhaps he might have some cosmetically challenged ones in a toolbox somewhere that might perform just as well. So then I would have a set of two, the 68 and the 84, in case there's a day where I don't feel like I want to have a lot of blade feel, just kind of the lazy shave. We'll see what he says. I'd be willing to look the blem for that. I happen to have a tumbler, vibratory tumbler, that I use for bullet casings, to clean them up. My reckoning is if I use like corn cob or walnut husk or crushed walnut, I'm not going to hurt anything for a scratched up piece of steel. I mostly use corn cob, because that cleans up all the powder yuckies off of bullet casing, so I don't think that would be any problem on a piece of stainless steel. Certainly wouldn't remove any metal, it would just, get all the schmutz off. Do a cold water rinse and see how this thing stacks up. Don't anticipate anything. Crowd is usually real good to me. Yeah, I did pay a little extra attention to the hollows of my neck. There's a little buzz there, but nothing in particular that I would consider bad. So for the first outing, using the Josh inspired techniques, I'm sure it's something that I will fine tune as I learn and feel out how it works. Notice how it rinses out real good too. I think that vinegar with my hard water seems to help the brush rinse out a little better. I don't know if that's for sure the fact, but I think if Chris sees this, he might be able to chime in and let me know if that's theoretically possible. In the meantime, we'll apply some orange noir. And it brings a sting because it's hard to do on this side because I can't get my shoulder up. And I've been in therapy for 3 weeks and I don't feel like I'm getting much more in the way of movement out of my shoulder. I fear for what I've seen in the YouTube films on manipulation under anesthesia. It looks pretty gritty. If that will give me relief from this, then I'll be all for it. Anyway, thank you for coming to visit me for my night shave. Like I said, my name is Major Rich. Tonight we were shaving with Orange Noir, or Orange Dirt as a lot of guys call it. Used the soap and the aftershave. I was using a silver blue and an Aristocrat. This is the newer of the two. I've got the notch on the middle thing. We were experimenting with the spritzer, and we were using the Sterling Kong brush. Come and visit me or anybody else generating content for the content for the shavingcadre.com. And of course I have my page on YouTube, so if you see me there, like and subscribe if you want, but I don't care. Mostly I'm doing stuff to post on the on my vlog and on the boards. Have a great evening, and we hope to see you next time. Bye bye.